then. So then when I said, you were like, oh my God, this is mad.
Yeah. So my product idea was specifically in line with the bridal industry. Every time I'd stand doing a makeup trial for a bride, her mum, the bridesmaids, or on the morning of, lipsticks were always the piece that took the longest in the trial. Or people would say, can I buy that from you? Or on the morning, even though you would have said to the bride and the bridesmaids, buy your lip gloss or your lipstick, half of them would forget to do it. And then I'd end up giving away like all of my stuff, you know? And I remember thinking, if I actually did have a range, like I knew it so well at that stage, I was like, if I had my own range, and that was where my brain went at the time, because it was all MAC that everybody was using at the time. There was no Charlotte Tilbury even at the time. And I was thinking, wow, wouldn't that be super cool? And literally the week after, it wasn't bridal lipsticks, but it was a product. And I just didn't even think about it. I just was like, yeah, cool. It's
really funny how things line up in your brain starts to open the door. Whereas if you had the conversation through, slightly kind of whatever, don't know.
Yeah, and the product concept that Niamh had come up with aligned with me as well. It was the Squeaky Clean Brush Cleanser. So it was a antibacterial spray that you didn't need to use water for. So really short drying time, instant results, antibacterial. So it aligned with me as a makeup artist as well. But as well, Niamh had that skin connection because there's more bacteria on a dirty makeup brush than there is on a toilet seat. So the connection between acne, breakout, congested prone skin and not cleaning your makeup brushes is really close. So for the two of us, I suppose, with me being a makeup artist and always trying to educate people with that piece, and also Niamh from a skin point of view, the product just really aligned with both of us at the time. And then both of us just put our heads together and we were like, right, what else is missing from having that one-to-one connection on an everyday basis with consumers? What's missing? And then the next product came along, and that was the 3-in-1 hyaluronic skin mist. And everything had a purpose. Everything was because it was genuinely needed to cause, pain for the consumer. Like dehydration lines were a massive concern for women, especially after they applied makeup. And we were like, well, you can't keep reapplying more makeup, and you also can't put your serums over the top of your makeup. So we created a serum in a mist form, which was really, really innovative for its time. There was nothing like it on the market. And it just kind of always evolved from that consumer point of view. So I actually think an advantage was that we were still in our careers having that one-to-one contact with people every single day, because every product was made from having those conversations. And like as Niamh said, something might be in a book and it might be on paper, but what was happening in real life wasn't the same. So so the product just really aligned in the beginning.
Where did the product idea come from, Niamh?
So literally you were sitting down having a skin consultation with somebody, and you go through their cleansers and moisturizers, everything, and you'll be trying to figure out what's happening. It's literally like putting a jigsaw together, trying to understand what's happening, listen to their goals and what they want, and trying to figure out the pieces that'll help fix that. And then you go to ask them how often they were cleaning their makeup brushes, because you talk about, before that you talk about what side of the phone do they use onto their face. At that time we were still holding our phone up like this.
Still making phone calls.
Still making phone calls. Or what side they were sleeping on in terms of their pillowcase, things like that, if they had very bad congestion. And then it got to the makeup brush question. They're like, never. When you're in the room one-on-one with them, and still, we'd still get people who are like, oh my God, never. And the key consumer concept was that you only think about using your dirty makeup or cleaning your dirty makeup brushes when you go to use them. And you're like, I must clean them. And it was another job on the to-do list. And that's who our core demographic is. That's who we speak to every day. It's a busy woman, and we don't make any qualms about it. She's running around like she is the last thing on her to-do list. And we need to fit into her life in a way that makes sense for her. And that's what all of our products do.